Let me actually start the recording on the matter since we're actually beginning the operation here. Making sure my TFAR plugin's on because I don't see Dream in the spectator lobby with me, so it looks like we're just going to solo shoutcast. And yeah, so we got Op 4 and Blue 4, a red safe zone. I'm assuming basically it's whoever can grab the VIPs and put them in the safe zone first. There's also a capture zone here, so we'll just need to figure it out. And if anyone knows what's really going on, feel free to share it. Let me go ahead and put up the prediction here, and I will label who is on what side. So let's skip over to the high command round. Blue 4's commander is going to be Ilbanek. And Op 4 is going to be Lolo, if I read that right. Now, let me just verify it real quick. Easiest way to do that, I hit the escape button. Ilbanek on Blue 4, Lolo on Op 4. 3-player difference. Yeah, that's fine. And I just hit OK again. It's called Presidential Dispute. That should be good. Regardless, let's start up the prediction. And we're back in. Cool. So we'll see how things go with that. But yeah, I think every commander gets 2 weeks before they start getting knocked out, killing Owl, but we'll see how things go, because I remember Lolo got his butt kicked on one. All right, capture zone. Thank you, Mal. Capture zone is 4 points to the holder at the end of the round. VIPs in the safe zone of the side is 3 points per VIP at 45 minutes. Okay, so Op 4 starts with the VIPs, but has to move them into Blue 4's side of control. 2 VIPs total, and then you got the capture zone right there. So, interesting ball to play here. Both VIPs worth 3 points apiece. They're at a zone close to Op 4's spawn to pick up, but Op 4's is all the way over here. Blue 4 is back at their spawn. And then this capture zone for the end of game is worth 4 points. Okay. So, there's 10 points on the board total. That should be nice. Well, and I appreciate that because I don't get told anything. I will say, Male Villon Creek makes me appreciate Liru saying with how often game AI likes to spawn patrols practically on top of me. You know, I've kept up with some Helldiver news. I've heard that the person that manages the actual campaigns literally just plays it like a D&D campaign, aka he plays it like a Zeus. And I have respect for that. Could you imagine, just for a second, for those of you that have been with me for a while, could you imagine if I was that campaign director? Could you imagine the shit I would pull on you? The shit I could pull on hundreds of thousands of people in real time? I would blow up a planet. I would take a planet you're about to win by those automatons. I'd release a special mission, making it incredibly difficult, where if you didn't stop it, I would blow up the planet. I'm gonna go interview for that job. Okay, Twisted. Twisted, buddy. What you do on my Discord and what gets you banned from certain roles for days, right here is not the platform to talk about it, buddy, okay? I'm just gonna move on and not bring it up. Because, god damn, some of y'all are degenerates. Don't get me wrong, I'm a degenerate too. I get it. Awesome, cool, whatever. Don't do it publicly! Don't do it publicly! Oh my goodness. Guys, come on. Keep your degenerate selves to your DMs. With people that you think you trust, okay? Just come on. Don't do it publicly. Please. How you doing, Whale? Ah, man. But we'll see how everything plays out in this round, and we'll go from there. Guys, I'm also going to be working on some mission dev later today, finalizing that Rat Road stuff for 1939, 1940. I've got a really good idea for everything that I've posted. I just have to make everything work. It's just a bit of a pain with some of the crew-served weapons, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Gonna grab some KBBQ Ah, bro, I just got KBBQ with Bloodwing last night. It was delicious. We also got drunk off of soju, and we may or may not have done some stuff that, you know, only a bottle of alcohol in a car can provide. But we also got froyo after, which was great. I'll go over the objectives again a little later, but well, what's your favorite thing in Korean barbecue? Hell, anyone. What's your favorite thing to eat in KBBQ? Mine is usually galbi, which is marinated short rib. It's delicious. Most places don't give it to you for free, but the place Bloodway and I go, it's all you can eat for 30 bucks, and they give you all the galbi you want. All the, oh my gosh. Bulgogi you want as well, which is just minced marinated pork at that point was what they do with it, but those are great. But they also have brisket, and then they've got 4 different sauces you can dip the brisket in at various different types of spice and flavor. It's delicious. Galbi? Yeah, you gotta try Galbi. Galbi is life-changing. Some places don't have good Galbi, some have really good Galbi, but it depends on the marinade they make with it, but it's pretty much like a bulgogi marinade, but with a thicker piece. And it's delicious. You just gotta be careful not to overcook it, because it is a thin piece of meat, and it's very easy to overcook. Pork ribs tonight? Nice. Ribs are tough, because, if you're not careful with the rib, it's very easy to overcook it, and it gets very chewy, and that's why I don't always trust ribs. That's just on me. Haven't been to a Korean barbecue? Oh, Razor, buddy. Well, you know what? Since we are getting back into DayZ will be this Friday at 9:30. I might do it even earlier for you guys, because I love you all. But, let's... He also, Razor made a new map. It's on, it's on Chernobyl with all of the Stalker mutants, which are added to the spawn roster, but we'll get there later. Yeah, let's fund a nice trip to Razor. For Razor to go to a Korean barbecue joint. Razor, I want you to look up a few Korean barbecue joints around your place, and let me know, shoot me some menus, and I'll give you some recommendations, and after Friday, let's get you going, buddy. But anyway, looks like the round has begun. We're in our little spawn zone in that orange circle, so I'm going to go ahead and go over to here. We have 5 minutes of safe start, so let's show you guys what's going on. Op4 here appears to be using M21s, which are 5.56 AK-looking rifles. We got M84s in play as well, some Scar H's. Okay. This is getting interesting. I actually don't know what faction they're supposed to represent, but we've got, alright, we've got an unarmed Orca helicopter, we've got a BRDM, multiple gases, from the truck transports to the armored car variants with no gun slot to turn out of, but we do have 2 turnout slots here. And then we've got a 50 cal Humvee and 2 4-man transport Humvees. Looking for any other weaponry they have. They've got the MPZ railing, but only a few guys with pitbull sights, which I assume are going to be their marksmen. But it looks like, no, they get the option to change their sight. So it looks like they're all picking their sights for their NPC railing. We also have some G36Ks in plays, and then those Scar H's are definitely going to be their marksman rifles. Otherwise, this is going to be Lolo's group with Kosh as his 2IC, Ray 6 as his 3IC, Alan 1 has Wonder, Matt, and Reverando, Alan 2 has Django, Frat, Rusher, and Papa, Ben 1 has NASA, Tackleberry, Major Khan, and Zixme, Depso, Ashenbanks, and Ben 2, Caleb 1 has Bluck, Ivnomain, Demovar, and Roy Camper. Cable 2 has Rigel, Cuboid, Sky Online, and Mr. Dave. Dylan 2 has Nick, Iander, Flying Fincats, Nicholas, and Weeman. Ilsa 2 has Pogo _ Maxic, Kevin, and Damien. And also 1, I don't know why they put 1 in before 2, but, or 1 after 2, I don't know anymore. Has Kremit, Ezio, Kilo, and Cheeseburger. Let's go ahead and look over at the Blue 4 side. We have a few minutes remaining. Blue 4 appear to be some sort of British faction. We got L85s in play. They meant to be Royal Marine Commandos versus Spurska paramilitaries. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, we have L85s. Yeah. Yeah. Weird bullpup weapon. Weird jamming issues. We've got some GPMGs in play as well. We got some NLAWs in play as well for AT. I didn't see what Op4's AT was, but we can go ahead and check again later. We got some, I think that's the G28, which is 7.62 marksman rifle, but could be wrong. basically it is some sort of 7.62 marksman rifle, but we've got, oh, a scoped 50 cal. This is one of the most overpowered assets in all of PvP because it's literally a not a suppress, it is a scoped 50 cal sniper rifle with that ACOG. And it's very, very fun to use. You can really rack up kills with that thing. Because you get a 100-round magazine with it, and Zicky's going to be a part of that group. He's going to have a field day. I've seen that player in Nova CRA use that weapon platform. He almost always gets at least 5 kills with it. It's beautiful. Anyway, looking at Blue 4's line here, we got Ilbanek leading with Kevlar, Kajonovic and Angel under his group. Anton 1 has Samuel, Ander, Marcus, and Polsky. Anton 2 has Skeeta, Crazy, Pierce, and Cameron. Beatrix 1 has Fonz, T, Nuzzy, and Crazy. I thought I saw Pierce and Anton too. I think my brain just glitched out. No, there he is. So he's in a different group than the other guys. Okay, at least I'm not crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with goats, and goats make me crazy. Henry, Snodgebear, and Arnold and Beatrix 2, Oddball, Killer, and Whiteside, and Conrad 1. Conrad 2 has TK Llama Ziki, who is the top player in this community mashup right now with massive multi-kills, so he is one to watch. Seal Williams and Lewis as well. Nannard, Ethan Price, Lewis, and Micah, and Dieter 1, Dieter 2 has Beast, Aja, Knowledge, and Sixor. And Eric 1 has Bob, Korvac, BJ, and Seismo. Oh, we have another group here. Eric 2 has Settler, is a very cool guy. He literally knows I'll read it out entirely, so he just puts it there. Kajonov, no. I'm just going to, yeah, I always just call him Jerma because I can never read that first name. Giovanni and Gregory all together. Anyway, the rest of British Blue 4 assets here are just a bunch of transport trucks. And that is it. Okay, so Op 4 has a helicopter and a lot of other fun things, but that scoped 50 cal LAV, that is something. I'm also a little concerned because sometimes the commanders get a choice of asset, so I don't know if this was a choice or something else, but we have to keep that in consideration. So when we cover round 2, things could have been changed out. We also have some parachutes in play. It looks like we do have a team grabbing some of those chutes as well. Looking back on Op 4, trying to find any of their AT capabilities here.
Like, it can go 2 ways, Max. Either we kill a shit ton.
But I don't see any AT, so I'll have to check later while people are deploying. Let's go ahead and look at the VIPs themselves. VIPs are literally dudes in suits, and they've got a little carry pack on the back. Capture zone down here, worth 4 points, is this little zone right here. Mission has just started, but yeah, that's a pretty simple position enough. Red safe zone is in here. Blue 4 safe zones are their spawn point. There are 10 points total on the scenario here. 3 points for every VIP that is picked up and moved to the safe zone. Either side can take the VIPs and move into their safe zone. That's cashed in within the 45-minute mark of this hour-long match. So the VIPs are worth 6 points total, 3 per. And then the capture zone's worth 4 points. Whoever has control of that zone by the end of the round gains those 4 points. So only 3 objectives in play, 2 tied to the same thing. We'll just have to see how things go. And Op 4 looks like they are moving past the VIPs. Hopefully they won't run any over. That would be kind of funny. But we'll see how things go. They're at least 30 miles from your home. Well, Mad. Let's hope none of those stray rounds come by your place. That would suck. But yeah, no, I know Viralati has some very big similarities on the map for the terrain that they model off of Finland and Sweden and stuff. I'm not sure if these guys realize that they didn't load one of the VIPs. I think they just noticed now, but they also took the tow ropes out on accident. But yeah, VIPs, when you have people with cable ties, for whatever reason, sometimes the server glitches out and resets them. The more people you have on the server, the more... the more likely you're to run into something like that, which is always kind of funny. And again, that's just a server / latency issue, which is why I always tell... Maybe move the BRDM closer to the VIP, and then you can just load them in. Let's see if they realize they can just do that. But that's why I always tell people... See, and it depends on your own connection, too. So Lolo's able to do it fine, but RaceX, for whatever reason, he's got some weird stuff with his connection, but they put him on the BRDM gun mount. That's funny. But that's why I always tell people my comfortable... line to Zeus for people is around 60 players. After you start getting past 60, that's usually my magic number before the server starts getting really wonky with network stuff, and you have to be really, really fine-tuned on the server to make things work, but, you know, c'est la vie. That's why MCOs are always a big deal for me when we take the server past 60 players, because I have to fine-tune the hell out of that thing. But otherwise, looks like Blue 4 has opted to literally set up all around Op4's capture zone, and you've got Op4 kind of scouting things around for going into their capture zone. I think they realize that, you know, Blue 4's probably just going to hold their damn zone. Nothing's gone around to go for the capture zone. That's, you know, up for grabs for 4 points later. Also interesting, looks like the VIP's positions are updated every minute. We'll watch the timer there. That update was done about 5 minutes ago, or 5 seconds ago, excuse me, but we'll watch the clock there and see how often. All right, no, about 10 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a little quicker than 10. It's just constantly updated. Okay, interesting. It's a range of a few seconds to up to 10 seconds, I guess, of, you know, latency or whatnot, but that's very interesting. Regardless, Op4 is going to have to fight to basically capture their capture zone so they can bring the VIPs in, and then I guess they'll just fall back to the capture zone. These guys, meanwhile, they've rushed up. They're just going to be holding a group at the neutral capture zone. We'll just have to see how things go. Anyway, how are you all doing tonight? These missions are both an hour long, and then if there is a tie with both sides having the same amount of points, so let's say, for the sake of argument, Blue 4 scores 5-5 this round, Op 4 scores 5-5 next round, both sides have 10 points, there's a tiebreaker that's played, where it's only a 5v5. I don't think it really fits for what HK is meant to do on the commander side for PvP, because you just grab the best players in the game and have them fight each other, and if they win, then you win. It's a weird tiebreaker to do for a commander-based PvP scenario, but that's just what they do. But I've never covered one. Anyway, Flying Finn comes up, immediately guns Seismo down. He was one of the marksmen, too, with the 7.62 rifles, and now Blue 4 are looking around. But it is interesting to see that both sides have magnified optics. You hear Gregory yelling because they noticed Nick. And those gunshots are going to start bringing Blue 4 around. They use an explosive trap. Nick is still alive, though. Interesting. And then you have Cats over here dead. He has a parachute, so I'm going to assume he pancaked, which is kind of funny. Shame we didn't catch it, but now you're having this type of fight here. Blue 4 might be drawn in. Someone is mass firing grenades, and they knock Gregory out. Gotta be careful with the grenade launcher. The physical impact alone can just knock you on your ass, but it looks like Nick got knocked out for that. There's an explosive grenade launcher. You have Giovanni trying to put some sandbags up here as these guys are establishing their defensive line. Redo killing. And we're seeing them continue to put shots up here. I think that was Flying Finn that was just picked off. Here's the thing, with magnified optics, it's much easier to range your gun in properly, so every player tends to be at an even advantage. I'm just concerned. We've got these guys coming in, but they're not bringing up their magnified 50 cal. They're going to do it on foot. I guess because they don't want to risk the vehicle being heard from afar. They want to literally strike at the BRDM. Op4 does have a little bit of rear security over here, so good on them for pulling that. And they've got a really nice line, but, I mean, Blue 4 is definitely within striking distance of that VIP. So this round is definitely going to go a little quicker than normal because Op4 has committed almost its entire force in, and Blue 4 certainly has committed their entire force in as well. We've got some nice Overwatch positions to the south, and Camred gets the first friendly fire kill of the day. Woohoo! It wouldn't be proper PvP without being able to shoot your friends. God, if only he had some sort of magnified optic that would help him kind of see that that was a teammate.
If he's not, I'm going to be very angry.
Camred, why would you be angry that you just killed a teammate? Camred, no, bad Camred. Camred, you're not supposed to shoot your friendlies, buddy. Did he just get 18'd? No, but someone else on his team did. There's only 2 markers there now. Crazy is the unlucky one. You know, it's funny, too, because he has the N-Law. Did he kill himself? No. He got hit by some sort of RPG, which is kind of funny. Live by the AT, die by the AT. Nonetheless, Blue 4 coming along the rear. They shot the rear guy there. You got 2 people coming in to flank. VIP's been brought up to that position. And I'm going to be honest, just looking on the map, Blue 4 have the better positioning here. I don't think Op 4 have the manpower to properly take this position unless they really start killing each other here. So, let's see if anyone takes up on Cameron's initiative here. Ooh, Blue 4 bouncing, getting bounced back here. And now we only see 3 people remaining. It's Beast, Ziki, and TK Llama, but the rest of their team just perished. That was Aja and Sixor getting caught out by Cheeseburger and Ezio. Both ones to watch for PvP. They usually do rack up a good amount of multi-kills. Meanwhile, Roy de Camper coming around. Polonsky was able to just get a kill. He's trying to pick Rigel off, who I think just went up to the second story thing here. He's got to be careful because his little radio antenna can give him away. We have Cuboid. He's firing over at Skeeta. Roy de Camper finds that Blue 4 member. There goes Polinsky. Chopper flying above and flaring off just to distract Blue 4. Trying to give some distractions, but you got the VIPs desperately trying to push up to this position. I guess worried because they do have their rear team getting engaged, but VIP's being brought very, very close to the front line. Really good grenade right there. Unfortunately, Blue 4 saw it and folded into defensive positions. Blue 4 trying to set up a counterattack here to push off the southern attack wave here. And the northern attack wave seems to have been stalled, and you got Blue 4 actually starting to counterattack that area as well, since the initial engagement was right here, and you can see where Op 4 has been pushed back. Cuboid finds Fonz in a tree and double taps him. That's his second kill. First was AT on Crazy in this position, but looks like these two guys have regrouped and are continuing to move up. Cameron's still on that -1. Samuel had a battle buddy up here. He is now dead. He's throwing some grenades up here. You got Op 4 trying to utilize this open area to come around. Samuel taking additional fire from Papa here. You know, out of context, that sounds kind of weird, right? Otherwise, we still have this building right here being a pretty interesting CQC scenario. Roy, I guess, he's on 4 kills with that M84. Good for him. But he doesn't realize just how surrounded he is. Pierce now coming around. Mr. Dave taking shots from Arnold. A little bit of a PID error there by Arnold, thinking Mr. Dave was friendly and then stopping. And Mr. Dave just kind of stared at him and did a double take. And he also finds Nolik there. Cuboid also put some shots on him, but got the kill. So this just shows me that Blue 4 had a little bit of a PID error there. And now Op 4 have taken the suburbs back, and I guess the camos just really are that similar for these factions to be double-taking each other. One's a little more olive, one's a little more multicam, but that kind of puts into context Cameron's original blue-on-blue there. They do look rather similar. But it is kind of funny that that happens. It's easy for us in the commentary booth to state that, yeah, like, you know, we wouldn't make that mistake, but on the ground when, you know, it's a one-life operation and your virtual life depends on it, sometimes you just got to pull that damn trigger. Anyway, we got Op 4 trying to move up and make this attack again. Django getting knocked out because he went through the open. Op 4 back on that destroyed out building trying to advance. Blue 4 pushed up from the front line, but you see multiple stacked bodies here of where some GLs really... God, I'm not even going to try to tell you what type of human being this thing is, but, oh, absolutely brutal. Let's have a look at the rear situation here. We've got, wow, Ziki has gone down early. That is rare. He's off the server, too. But otherwise, it's just a little bit of a backline hunt here. You got the BRDM now utilizing support. I'm really surprised we don't have that 50 cal... not being utilized on that British vehicle with that scope. It could have been really, really useful in helping to pick people off from an open area across the field with its scope in, but that's just kind of leaving the infantry to fight down here, and we do have some holds being pretty well done, but numbers right here are pretty even. I'd be curious to see if Op 4 deploys its final squad into this fight, because otherwise it's still leaning on Blue 4 to beat out this firefight. We could just see Op 4 pull back and try to keep their 4 points, and the VIPs at the final position to bait Blue 4 into a fight. But if Op 4 prevents the VIPs from being scored, they can just hold that final position and make it a 4-0 match. A little more CQC. A grenade goes in. That's going to hit Roy. Very unlucky that his kill streak ends in such a fight like that. But Snodgepair showing off a very good double kill. That is his 3rd kill of the round to get all those kills. I want to quickly check Roy. Still was only on those 4 kills, but that just goes to show how utilizing smoke and frags can really help you out. We have some guys getting knocked out and picked off over here from the lawn engagements. That's Camred trying to redeem himself from his friendly fire kill. He did get hit earlier and is bleeding. His battle buddy Skeeta also taking some shots from the rear. But you've got Op4 now getting right on top of this position, but they are outnumbered 2-1 here. We got Freight right up to this position. You know, I'm going to be honest, if he had AT, he could, you know, just fire it into that little window and cause a pretty nasty multi-kill. He sees Nanard coming around, so he just starts spraying the building. Papa gets knocked out. Freight tries to come around, but ran out of ammo, and Kevlar knocks him out. I love FAWR. They're the resident furry community that we joke about, but I don't think they're actually furries, but it's always funny to watch them get into such funny situations. BRDM goes up in smoke, and I think that had the VIPs. Yeah, I don't think he's okay. Oh, his head moved a little bit. Okay. Yeah, his head's moving. He'll be fine. A little bit of ace medical. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Some burn treatments. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine, guys. He'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. I don't think flambeing the VIPs was an Op4 script, but, you know, if anything, Op4 should now rally, pull back, and just hold the capture zone, because I think the VIPs are a little bit of a lost cause. You know, and I think they're starting to realize that. They're pulling back here. We'll see them regroup, probably move in. Where's that helicopter? Did it land? Because we got Max over here. Oh, he's a marksman. Oh, he's shooting people. Yeah, I have no idea where that Op4 helicopter went, but, you know, I'm sure it's fine. But, yep, nope. Infantry are pulling back here. Lolo is still alive. And, yeah, the VIPs are freaking dead.
Weren't the VIP unkillable?
Weren't the VIPs unkillable? Why are they dead? Why are my VIPs dead? Gee, I wonder why! What do you think happened? I don't know, chat. You have any suggestions? Why do you think the VIPs are dead? No, chat, I'm serious. Come on. Throw me a bone here. Why do you think the VIPs died? I've got no idea personally. Heroin? Pneumonia. Oh, that's a good one. They're just napping. You're right. They're not even dead. They're just eepy. Yeah, of course. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. Barbecue VIPs. Jesus Christ. And now Lolo is trying to go in as one man. Looks like this attack failed. Papa did wake back up. He was knocked out earlier. But Blue 4 holding this position. Again, I think Op4 still has a decent chance to actually win this round. They just need to rally and just hold the capture zone since the VIPs themselves are dead. So just do that. Right? Again, Op4 is just, they're not out yet. Papa's out, though. He just got picked off by the marksman team up here. That was some fancy shooting by Ethan. And a double tap shot. But yeah, no, Op4, they're trying to swing up north because they're having resistance to the south. I'm going to be honest, the southern push was more successful than the northern one. Northern one literally got stuck right here and pushed back. And then they went in again and got pushed back. This one, they were actually taking ground and moving in. They could have taken the buildings, continued on, and then opened up a new front, but I guess they were ordered to come around and reinforce the main attack. So, I don't know, but I'm going to be honest. In Lolo's situation, he should realize that this fight is pointless. Why don't I just pull all my forces back and hold the area that's actually worth it now? And he's not making that update, and that might cost him the game. Because Blue 4 and Op4, Blue 4 had a slight number advantage starting here because Op4 had a force down here and had another force attacking the rear, or holding the rear. that, you know, Blue 4 sent a force around to counter, but they still, Blue 4 had the number advantage in the zone. So Op 4, I'm going to be honest, the numbers are still rather even, but Blue 4 have the defensive advantage. So Op 4, if they trade evenly with Blue 4 here, with the ratios considered, Blue 4 might still have the numbers to then take the remaining 6 people in the capture zone and win the fight. You know? But if Op 4 goes around, and then they have the defensive number advantage on the final zone that's actually worth the points, they stand a much better chance at winning. How do I like my VIP steaks cooked? Well, if they're VIPs, well done, of course. You know, just char the shit out of them. But, you know, actual meat, usually a medium rare. For burgers and ground stuff, more on a medium side for safety reasons. But, you know, c'est la vie. Lolo trying to get a Grenadier round in just short of 2. Blue 4, that would have been a really nice double kill. We have another shot going in. Gets it a little closer. If he got it on this doorway, he would actually put Mr. Whiteside in the hospital. But now Op 4 committing to this additional fight. We got Tackleberry knocked out. And they're met with a hail of gunfire. And you got some Blue 4 trying to now come around and flank. Again, I don't agree with this call. Does Blue 4 still have their commander? No. So these guys are going to be kind of stuck on the rally here. Did Ilbanek die on the... Oh, okay. I was going to say, if he died on the freaking playhouse, that would be funny as hell. But Blue 4 commanderless means it would be harder for them to rally forward. Now, of course, Op 4 doesn't know that. But I think the better call for Op 4 would have been to rally their forces, pull back, leave this marksman right here to just harass the shit out of Blue 4. But I think Op 4, yeah, we're down, I think, 2 or 3 people now, and they just kind of took those casualties needlessly. So now we're just going to see Op 4 just defeat themselves in detail here. You know, I don't know if they weren't allowed to put the VIPs in the heli, but just circling the VIPs around on the rear line would have kept them out of harm's way. The one issue you run into, though, is Blue 4 with its Scope 50 cal car can just drive up and try to hunt the helicopter down. So you would just have to basically do orbitals around the entire map and then occasionally switch your flight pattern just to keep Blue 4 guessing. I don't know, just with the sheer amount of Blue 4 remaining, if they're able to organize themselves and then move to the final position, I think Blue 4 have a victory here, but we still have to see that transition happen. And we're only 20 minutes into the round, so there's still another 40 minutes to go. I appreciate this style of operation, though. It does test commanders and their ability to quickly realize, okay, if this has gone tits up, how do I still edge a victory out here? Out of a really messed up situation. You got to remember, both commanders then switch sides for round 2 and get a do-over just in the opposite shoes. And I think it's really important that even though they switch sides, they take what they learned in the first round and then deliver even harder. Waiting to see if Kevlar double taps Rusher there, but Giovanni's run up. NASA's trying to move ahead. Who are our remaining shooters? Mr. Dave, NASA, Major Con, and Tackleberry. Giovanni dodges a charge. He is an explosive specialist, so I think he's throwing those around. And Giovanni spots and eliminates NASA. But yeah, I feel like Blue 4 is going to be able to clean up these remaining forces with minimal casualties. Then they're just going to mount up in the trucks after realizing the VIPs are dead, go to the final capture zone. We're going to be done within another 15 minutes, give or take. But I think we're past the point of no return for Lolo to call the fallback. Even if he were to regroup these remaining 3 or 4 guys and pull them back, Op 4 don't have the numbers to hold that final objective. I'm doing all right, Gore. How are you? Heard you bookmarked all of March for TOC. So I have to wait till the 13th of April to do part 2, which I'm not going to complain about. I was able to squeeze another recipe out of Dante for payment for that, but I'm doing all right. Nah, it's fine, Gore, because I already retasked Valk in the making of some other stuff with that scheduling, because it's Tuesday, and normally he's done by now, and I don't want to rush that master of a crafter. So now, go nuts. I got it penciled in. We're going to be doing the 231st ops for this month, and then TOC's part 2, and then the next 31st ops. You're fine, Gore. I think Dante's trying to set up me to work in TOC, like, long-term, but there's going to be a few other things that are required for that to work out. But people said they enjoyed it with some, you know, minor instances of they had an update and it broke all the armor values, so everything I tested got screwed, but it was still playable. Aw, Nemesis, you can't come in here and say that to Malin. God, so mean. That's fine, Gore. I'll let you know. It's going to entirely depend on how quickly Valkyrie can return some other files. Because after she finishes making all the fun custom areas, I then have to do all the garrison work and custom creations and everything. It was funny, though, because I set up all these Terminators in the previous op, and then that mod update broke the Terminators, and I'm just like, oh, that's funny. What can you do? It's TOC. I'm used to them updating and breaking everything I make. Did I see the new buildings? I saw a few screenshots. I'll be curious to see how the rest come out. I do love, for my Warhammer 40k ops, remaking the entire map with new buildings. However, that's really difficult to do when you take the server past 40 players because the amount of resources they all take can be a little taxing. But I know for smaller communities, I might pitch in. Yeah, exactly, Gore. Alright, so we had another person get knocked out. That was actually Op 4 Command. And it looks like Op 4 are trying to push some forces back to regroup. But you got Andrew getting on top of the remaining 2 Op 4 players. You got a third one up on the north, but he's kind of on his own. And that is pretty much it for the rest of Op 4 players here. So that's why the virtual reality map is superior. I agree, Zoni. If you want to make your own custom area, you can do that, and then you can also use Deformer in virtual reality to make terrain you want, but it's so time-consuming. Which is why I've got a really great gig right now with Valkyrie. If she'll make the custom areas and I do the garrison work, it'll take her, like, 8 hours to make a mission file or 2. And then it takes me another 4 to 5 hours to get all the garrison work and Major Con scoping things out, trying to find out who that marksman is. I'm pretty sure you can use Deformer in virtual reality. I don't see why you couldn't. But, I mean, in the top right of the map, or in one of the quadrants of the map, there is a little pond area there for, like, testing water assets, so I assume you can deform it. Here's the thing. Just remember with Deformer, you have to be really careful not to overdo it, because if you overdo it, you start getting loading issues, aka LOD issues. Giovanni's about to catch Major Con. But basically, you know, the map will start glitching out. You won't be able to see anything. Wow. Major Con with the snapshot there. I don't think he'll be able to channel his inner Audrey Hotto and take everyone out, but if he does... See, I said it in the negative. Therefore, I did not caster curse him. No, Axel. You can't claim that. I said it in the opposite. Therefore, it can't be a caster curse. Come on, bear with me here. Okay, so I think Ash back here just got annihilated. You got Blue 4 kind of sweeping everything, so it's all up to Major Con. And I'm not caster cursing him. I want to see this. Caster blessing? I wouldn't say that either. It's just a statement. It's just a statement. Gore. Buddy. Why you gotta do that? He could still wake up. It's not like he's been double tapped yet. Come on. Why? Why is it the team killer, too, that got that redemption kill? What are the odds? I hate this game. My mic's speaking a little bit. 1 second. Dumb ways to die. Hasn't been double tapped yet. Bane, Bane, Bane. Look, we don't talk about it, okay? Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, we're good.
No, Lolo.
They're kidnapping
Yeah,
Op 4
but-
ground command.
We're coming back towards you now.
Alright, I need it. Wake him up.
They stole Op 4
We're by the-
ground command. That's funny.
We're by the BRDM now. We're heading.
Can you name
towards
any
the
mods
objective.
with hover tanks that feel
by the-
drifty? I remember the Warthog. It wasn't a hover tank, but the Warthog used to be super drifty, but then they patched that out in Optray. Hover tanks. I would try... Right off the bat, when I think hover tanks, the only two mods I think that would actually have hover tanks would be the, oh my god, what's the frickin' game with Kane in it? Command and Conquer. I would try the Command and Conquer mod and see if there's any hover tanks in there, because they would probably be hovery. And then the other one, god, Scion Conflict might have hover tanks.
That's
But I
another
could have
vehicle.
sworn we had hover tanks in a mod. Tiberium Genesis, I believe, is the name of the Command and Conquer mod, but I don't remember if there's hover tanks in it. But I could have sworn there was a mod where we did play with hover tanks one time, and they were drifty as hell. I just can't remember them off the top of my head. And Blue Force blue on bluing because they don't have anything else that they can do. They're shooting at a friendly vehicle. Did they really just throw a grenade and kill Mr. Beast? Or... I can't believe that. Scion Conflict. But, yeah. Andrew threw a grenade at a moving truck and somehow killed a friendly. That's... What are the odds tonight? What are the damn odds tonight? This is going to be an editing show. That's for damn sure. I remember now. Frick. It's an old mod made by Icebreaker. An Aliens mod where he had a bunch of tanks. They're still trying to GL the damn Vic. That's so funny. No, Scion as an SCION, but no, the tank mod, it was alien tanks that they were hovering with. We do need to check on Lolo. He's probably getting medical at this point.
I'm not trying to steal it. I'm just trying to get it off.
But any blue form move to the cap? No, not yet. They're all staying right here. So until I see movement, we'll see what happens. But did they just try to AT TK? Yes, they did. I have no idea what's going on here. But god damn it, what was the name of that mod? It wasn't Foes and Allies pack, which is called FAP, which is funny. But oh, Uncom. UNCOM. Look it up, because there should be pictures of the tanks in that mod. UNCOM. It's a play off of XCOM, but I'm pretty sure that had the aliens in it. And it had some really derpy looking tanks, but they would float. Those you would drift the hell out of, though. It was really funny. But I'm 99% sure it was Uncom. I was about to say, is it going to run over Tackleberry? Because that'd be funny as hell. NASA woke back up. Guys, am I having an aneurysm? Because I'm starting to see shit. Yeah, oh, all of you say yes at the same... Thank you. All right, yeah, maybe I'm just crazy. I'm going to write down the timestamp. But I'm pretty sure I just saw NASA, but I see his dead body, and I thought he was alive. I don't know. I think I'm losing it, but they're moving Lolo again. What? Okay, no, I'm having an aneurysm. You guys are right. But yeah, made by Saber, that would be it. Foes and Allies pack is made, that one's made by Icebreaker, but that one doesn't have drifty tanks. But yeah, no, I used it for an MCO way back when.
That's you?
For like a humans versus aliens fight, and I think people told me that was still their favorite
Yes.
MCO to date, so.
What you are doing with an enemy?
He's been zip tied. Where's the medic?
Where's the medic?
There's no medic.
Ils ont capturé un ennemi, les mecs.
There's no medic in the house.
I see, so Ilbenek's dead, so they're gonna steal Op4 ground command to then use his commanding knowledge to beat out Op4.
You have blood?
Yeah.
Give him blood.
Can I? You can't. You need to be a medic.
Yes, that's why I want him awake.
Blue Force trying to find a medic. There is a medic with camera. Funny enough, the guy that's a. Well, we'll see what Blue 4 figures out.
If I have the blood, I can transfer to him, but you need medic first.
Yeah, so there's only
Here,
only
give me the
Max
blood.
and then a
I'm
5-man garrison here, and I'm pretty sure NASA's Zeus in or something.
But if you're not a medic, what are you?
Funny enough, the VIPs are dead though, so
I found
Op4
an
could still
enemy,
score this.
medic backpack.
Oh. Well, I can dig him a grave. But I can't get
Not a
him
good idea. Is he even...
Yeah.
No, he's not dead, so...
Who's admin? I'm asking NASA. Copy.
They're trying to wake him up with an epi. Yep. His blood, if he's on, lost a lot of blood though, he won't wake up just from that.
What kind of interrogation technique are you gonna use on him?
He just failed a wake up check because the body twitched. That or he had someone run up and we'll see how things go.
Okay, so one question. How did you capture Lolo?
I found him knocked out, so I healed his chest and I zip tied him.
Why would you? I mean,
Because
it's
it's
a good
Lolo.
idea. Okay, yeah, well...
Are they just driving out here? Are they trying to bait Max to come out because it's an Op4 Vic? That's dastardly. Extra paycheck came in. Excellent. Oh god, you could use personal favors on the
Do we have
Daisy,
any
sir.
more enemies to kill, or is that it?
Yeah.
There was a sniper northeast.
I
but
still
it's
can't
not
believe they're
killing.
parading
Wing
this
in a
guy
medic.
around.
So he might be dead.
And just ironically, the one
Or
medic
he's
is off
coming to
doing his
us.
own thing.
Depends.
I'm gonna taunt him with his dead friend.
Gonna taunt him with his
Maybe
dead.
Lolo's the last one.
Oh, yeah. He did that.
No. There's a sniper somewhere in the north.
He would have shot us.
Does anyone know who medic is?
No,
I mean,
he
who admin
did
is?
move, but no one kills him.
They're not calling it because the VIPs are dead, so no points can be scored from the VIPs, but Op4 still has a defensive group on the capture zone.
Over there.
Yeah, I
So
saw him there, and then I heard
Blue
shot.
Force still need to take the capture zone because otherwise Op4 will score the 4 points there and
The
still
people on
win
my
the
squad
There
round
wasn't a whole squad.
Didn't
So
kill him.
the
I
admins
don't
can't
know
call
if
the
he's alive or
round.
not.
until Blue 4 actually go in and capture the capture zone because that's the only thing that's worth points right now.
Maybe
So that's why the admins haven't called it yet. But Blue 4's commander is dead, so the local squads might not know to rally to that. So funny enough, by Lolo still being alive and screwing with Blue 4 in this weird convoluted situation,
Okay, I have messaged
I mean,
NASA to
well-
give me medic terms. We shall see what happens.
We have NASA interstate, so it might be the last one, or there might be more.
Let's get the VIPs over to our zone before time runs out.
What?
They are? Wait, they're in the blue safe zone already?
They're heading that way at least.
What do you mean heading?
confirmed?
They're dead. They... What? Where did the bodies go? Um... Okay, they got revived and now they're in that Vic. Alright, so no, Blue 4 is gonna win by default. So
If we find a medic, they can just medic him immediately. Because he has blood on him.
yeah, but the medic's now moving south. It's so weird. This is so weird. Alright, guys, we got calculating math. We've got about 20 minutes to burn because this is just going to stall out. Blue 4 is going to win the round because the admin respawned the VIPs. I guess the admin made a promise that they were supposed to be invincible. But now it makes the other capture zone pointless. So, because the VIPs are worth 3 points total for 6. And they still have 7 minutes to cash them in. So Blue 4, I think, is waiting to drive them in last second in case there's an Op 4 garrison there. So it's just going to stall out the entire round. Again, I think the VIP should have just been killable. And then a rule of you can't friendly fire them. They have to be killed in the ensuing firefight. Oh, shit. Did he just get the oh, no, it was on the rooftop. I was about to say, did he get it in the window? Wait, maybe he's a man. They're not gonna capture the marksman. And Micah found him under the tree and killed him.
Wait, did we just kill a friendly? Thinking it was an enemy.
Did we just kill an enemy thinking it was a friendly? Well, that answers it.
I'm getting Lola. And we're leaving.
I'm kidding.
Who did that?
Jesus Christ. Woo, dead friends.
Go Team 6.
Major Perfect Jeff, thanks for the 25-month resub. I hope
Ooh,
you keep
dead
enjoying the
friends.
operations. Hope you got a nice kick out of this scenario.
We're giving him all that heavy.
Are you sure?
I mean, he's not bleeding, so it won't hurt him, will it?
Just waiting to see if Cameron comes. He keeps running away.
Yeah, he's at 3 already.
Yeah.
Give him morphine.
Have we got any SLs that can use a UAV?
I'm a deputy squad lead.
Can you use a UAV?
I don't have a UAV terminal.
I do.
Ay, ay, ay.
Watch the AT mines.
Oh, they put AT mines out on the road. That's cute.
Someone wants to dig that one.
Yep, there is one right there. Oh, wow.
Alright, CSF Polo has been loaded into the trap. Let's go.
I was about to say, you did not put him in the driver's seat, right? I don't think the uncon guy can take you there. Yeah, I think they're going to wait till like the 49-minute mark and then rush him in last minute to score the points. It might not count the points technically because the VIP markers are over here, but we'll just have to manually count them. Alright. So blue 4, we've got, let's see, 8, 9, 10. Because normally it's 8 plus the name, but one of them's a freaking uncon op 4. We had 2 in there, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, and then I think a 14th over there. Op 4 down to the 5 right there, so blue 4 have about triple op 4's number. It's, yeah. Unless these 5 literally pull one of the best defensive plays I've ever seen, like a freaking Papega Pirate stand in FNF. I don't think there's going to be anything here. Why is Lolo blue 4? It just changes the symbolism because there's other people in there, and the game won't display both blue 4 and op 4 markings in the same vehicle. I'm not going to cast Cursed them, man. The game's already stalled out. And it's clear that blue 4 doesn't have any command because you got all these other groups kind of going around doing their own thing. It would be really funny if blue 4 fumbled the VIPs bringing them in, though. So I'm going to have to watch this zone like a hawk, but he's got 90 seconds left and the man's just doing circles. So if that vehicle isn't in the cash-in point by the actual time, then, you know, GG. But he's got a minute 20 to kind of make it in there. Hey, Everick, how you doing? Thank you for finishing the forklift. I can't wait for that to be hot-fixed into the mod. Every mission I do is going to need to have that damn forklift. If we're running 3 CB factions, I got to put fluffers in the driver's seat. For reasons. Of course, right? So now we just have to watch this and see if that little symbol gets in or not. Alright, he's in. What is he gonna do? Pull in the garage? No? Again, I think technically it's not going to give the points, but because the VIP symbols are stuck back there because I think they were just respawned, but we'll see. Forklifts never die. Fluffer, yes, of course Fluffers is forklift certified. Yeah, it says fail because of the symbolism, but they technically got the 6 points, so. That's that. Snodgepair running up, popping a bunch of smoke grenades. This means, though, blue 4 is going to get a perfect score, so next round, blue 4 has to also get a perfect score to win, which, or at least tie the game, which is totally possible with that 50 cal car. 190-point turn, yeah, at that point. West scored both of those objectives. Yeah, NASA's putting that in to clarify. I was watching, too. So we've got Skeeta and Cameron now running away from this sector. A big chunk of players over here. I just love how they're just parading Lolo's body around. They got 15 minutes to take this final zone. There's 5 dudes left. Op 4 doesn't have a medic to even bring him up, but Op 4 does have 2 explosive specialists. So we could have seen some mines placed out here. That'll be funny if we get something like that. That's for damn sure, but now we just have to wait patiently. GL goes into the compound, it shoots over, and that was a flare round? Or was that? No, that might have been a Hunt IR round that immediately despawned because there was no smoke, there's no flare, and there was no HE. Where is he shooting at? And there's clearly... Are you firing buckshot?
You guys still alive?
Yep, Lolo was op for ground command. I'm so confused with this man. Kevin is equally confused. And I think Damien just shot him in the fucking face. I've not yet, Nem. Oh my god. You know, It's shit like that that makes me cackle. Like, you're going into an enemy position, there's all of these fortifications dug up, and you're just running around like a jackass. I can't. Alright, Jerma's catching Damien out of position. Putting a lot of rounds on him. Damien desperately trying to roll, but eventually Jerma gets the headshot. 4 op 4 remaining. I think the game's going to be called after they get picked off, because at that point there's no point in holding, but... We just had another op 4 player get kicked off. I didn't even see that one, but we just have Ivnoane, Maxic, and Pogo underscore. Can they survive against this blue 4 onslaught? Hydrate. Lovely. I do not, Charlotte. And they're still parading Lolo. You got Cameron and Skeeta. They found an armored Gaz and they're moving in. Alright, now posture check. Yeah, I'm slouching, so what? Alright, we got a vehicle moving around northwest. We got another Gaz coming in east. That might get friendly fired, which will be interesting. Because it is an Op 4 vehicle. There's 5 dudes mounted in it. I think they took the entirety. So you got FAWR coming around that side. The VIPs were in here, and they picked up Camred and Skeeta. Lolo, I think, might be left behind now as Blue 4 just advance in. Jerma moving around. Does he spot Pogo? He's looking. Pogo was in his blind spot. Pogo had those charges left over there. And he gets mag dumped by Jerma point blank. That was an explosive manually detonated, but I guess it just wasn't close enough to really affect the Gaz. And then there were 2. Jerma goes in, double taps the body just to be safe. And you got these 2 now holding the hill. Ah, yes, the vehicle rush method. Drive around, draw fire, let the friendlies know where the enemies are, and get them killed off. It's very fun. Here's the thing. I'm not sure Blue 4 is going to go up and hunt the remaining 2 Op 4 players to the north. They're just going to hold the zone and get a perfect score. Do I have a mod on right now? Just pay it out to Blue 4 because they already technically won. But there goes Ivnoane. And there goes the game. GG. All right, let's count Ivno out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm calling that as a knockout. All right, Blue 4 won. Next round, please. Let's go. Okay, well, I mean, Ethan decided to just finish it. So, yeah, knockout. And it looks like Lolo was also executed back here by Korvac. So, it's, yeah, no more Op 4 remaining. There it is. Technically, it's 10 points. That's only going to matter for the next round anyhow. All right, so we'll have round 2 in a little bit. Ethan Price got 11 kills that round. That's nuts. Good on Ethan. Look, Ander on -1. Excellent. But damn, Ethan with 11. Good on Ethan. It's rare to see an FAWR player get into the MVP status like that, but good for them nonetheless. All right, Let's go ahead and switch things up here. We'll get into the second round momentarily, but what do you guys think about that? I thought that was a little silly on Lolo's end. He had a chance to win it, but he didn't rally things properly, and it all came crashing down. It happens, man. It happens. Sorry, looking over my tax forms there as well. Alright, so it's going to be Ilbanek on Op 4, Lolo on Blue 4. Let me go ahead. Hey, I mean, it just goes to show, sometimes you just have to pull back in a bad situation. You just might be able to beat it out again. So, we're going to do our side switch here. And I'm going to get it going already, so I'm going to set it to 20 minutes. Let me know if I got that right. Again, Lolo should be Blue 4, Ilbanek should be Op 4. Feel free to wait on your bets for now. Oh, we're going right in. Okay, hold up. No. I didn't realize we were going to go right back in. Hold up. I'm going to put that back down to 15, because if they're going to go right in, then we can't make it take 20 minutes, because otherwise the round is probably going to be decided within that 20-minute block. So I'm going to set it to 10, half the time. Here we go, round 2. Alright, so now Lolo is going to be on the Blue 4 commanding side. Op 4 is going to be led by Ilbanek here. Maybe he'll stay alive this time. Again, I would just keep the VIPs mobile, and we'll see how things go. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. This is my only planned stream. Tuesdays are definitely one more of my catch-up days, but we'll probably have some mission dev later as I finish up my freaking taxes. I literally still have to clean the damn kitchen today. I got some brining turkey legs. I'm going to get those grilled up tonight or tomorrow. And, well, we got plenty of other things we got to do, right? Welcome to the life of a streamer. Alright. Hopefully this round will be a nice turnaround. Hopefully both commanders have learned something good. And I really want to see that 50 cal utilized on the Blue 4 side with that scope. I mean, that's a great way to get a multi-kill there. And I want to see Op 4 be a little more tactical with their VIPs here. So we'll see how things go. Nem, don't you have something better to be doing, like hanging out with Yanni's mom? Come on. You don't have to give me shit. Please. Blocks. Plex. Let's see how things go. Just working on the Keyson mission for FNF. Nice. Yes, because we do start. Friday Night Fights is going to be doing Vietnam this week. I believe it starts, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But we're going to be doing that for 2 weeks. I'm excited for that because I'm going to be chilling with, oh my gosh, the two guys. I'm blanking on their name. Rob and Don, I think? One is Egg Beast and one is CC Aviator. One is the project head, and one of them is one of the vets we play with every week. Yep. Sorry, I was just racking my brain for a second to remember. There's so many things I have to do, man. But no, I'm excited for that. We just have to get everyone drunk so we can leak what Prairie Fire is doing with their next few projects. I've gotten them to say on stream they're working on something new. I'd love to share more, but yeah. I can't say anything till they say things. Otherwise, Nemesis has to find where I live and throw me in, yeah, the shovel gate again. But he'll throw me in an alleyway or something. That or the Greek people will get me first, but regardless. I still remember last time we did PvP commentary, we made one of their administrators fix a shovel texture because we were talking so much shit about it. Oh, I'm sure Rob has something to share as well. We just have to get a few drinks in him. Remember, chat, I get devs drunk so they spill all their secrets to you because I love you all and I want you all to know what's going on. I'm going to Athens next month. Oh, Axel, you'll have a great time. You just have to remember, Bloodwing is tied to the Greek embassy because her father does work in the embassy. She got me in the White House once a few months ago for something that I can't really talk about. But, yeah, I can't piss her off. Otherwise, I will literally end up in pieces around the world. Anyway, let's cover this round of PvP. Starting with Op 4. Ilvanek, once again, I believe, are going to be local paramilitary forces with that M21. And we got some M84s in play. RPGs for their AT weapon. We have an up-armored 50 cal car. And then 2 transport Humvees. We have a BRDM and a BTR-80 in play instead of that helicopter. So that was some of the choices I was mentioning in the previous round of what they get. But otherwise, 3 gas trucks, 3 gas transports. I don't see anything else specialized here. Op 4 side has Ilbanek Kavani with Kajanovic, Gonzalez, and Kevlar. Alan 1 has Samuel, Marcus, Polanski, and Ander. Alan 2 has TK Lama, Ajanazi, and Sixor. Skita Cameron and Crazy, and Ben 2. Caleb 1 has Oddball, Whiteside, and Killer. Dylan 1 has Nannard, Lewis, Ethan Price. The one to watch because he got 11 kills last round, and Mika. Ilsa 2 has Settler's a very cool guy, Germa, and Giovanni. Ben 1 has Pons, Henry, Crazy, and I think I just had another aneurysm. Woohoo! Okay. I thought we started the round, but it looks like I was just hallucinating everything again. Wow. Okay. To actually explain what just happened, I think they loaded the wrong version of the mission file. Because as I showed you, Blue 4 and Op 4 can choose their assets. And I think they loaded the wrong one that had the wrong set of assets for one of the sides. So, yeah. Or you can all gaslight me and say that there was no round, we haven't even started yet, because I know some of you like to do that. So as far as I know, that didn't happen. And I'm just having another schizo fit, right? Let's be honest, this is all in my head, guys. I mean, Bloodwing probably already had me committed to some psych ward like a few years ago, and I just run these fantasies in my head to make myself feel better that I'm alone in a straitjacket, just smacking myself against all the padded walls. This is all just hallucination. I mean, let's be honest. Do you really know anyone that's a streamer or YouTuber? You know, like, is that really a job? Do we really exist? No. No, this is all just some crazy hallucination I'm having. Yeah, of course. Anyway, guys. Before they up my medication and this fantasy goes away, let's go back to the round. That's the computer's cue to start it up again, right? Come on. Come on, let's go. Oh, Nemesis. Oh, don't say that. Oh, God, I don't want to be that prick. Oh. Oh, you ruined it. You ruined it. No. Give me my medication. God, don't make that happen. I'm from Australia and I'm just a paid actor. I knew that Sunday. What are you talking about? Arma 3? Hop on, we're gonna go invade and annex on Trinaris. Back when that was the shit, right? Years ago. Look, nothing against Big LT, but I worked with him. He's a bit of an asshole. You can love his content all you want. I know plenty of people that love what he does. I love what he does personally because I love 40K, but he's an asshole. But by all means, make your own opinions on the man if you ever meet him. Dwarves, don't even go there. Oh boy, better DDoS Liru again for 9 weeks. Ah, fucking hell. I'm trying to drop that too. Because I don't want to deal with that shit anymore, but still. I'm not going to give context. Eldar when? Ah, yes, the Eldari are a proud, noble race. That's another thing entirely. Start the game already! Alright. No, I got this. I got this. Alright. Attention, Lance Corporal Liru viewers. This is a public service announcement. Lance Corporal Liru is stuck in a padded cell waiting for the game to start. Unfortunately, that requires his medical dosage to be up so he can go deeper in his hallucination of being a streamer for you wonderful people. All he needs to get the proper drug dosage in this Greek penitentiary is your 16-digit credit card number so he can bribe the local guards for more medication. Remember that you also, on top of that 16-digit credit card number, need to give your name, your address, your zip code, and all of those fancy numbers on the front and the back, such as the date of expiration and that security code on the back of the card. Feel free to use !tip to do it, and together we can get enough medication for Liru to hallucinate the start of the round. But remember, since this is all a hallucination anyway... Oh, God, no, not Nimia.
Lance Corporal Liru is stuck in a padded room. Azariah is in there with the dragon love, has beating Liru over the head with IT. We have a cage match right here on Twitch.
Nimia's one of those viewers that only shows up to give one of the weirdest sub messages ever and then fucks off for 30 days. Nimia, thanks for the 49-month resub. And I let her moderate my channel, too. That's just... Maybe I am sick in the head. Yeah, love you, too. All right. Oh, only for 50 months. Okay, I only have to deal with the harassment for another month. Yay! I'm free! Not from the penitentiary, but from one of the bullies. Ah! Okay. Well... Awesome. Can the round begin yet? I'm starting to get lonely. People putting random numbers in chat too, my god. Maybe someday. Nem, you are old. I'm sorry, buddy. You know, I remember someone jokingly on my stream years ago gave me a fake credit card number, and I entered it in just to, like, laugh. And it actually went through, and then I realized I actually just committed credit card fraud. And I refunded the money, and freaked the hell out. And, yeah. So we joke about it all the time, but careful, because you never know when you might actually get Bill Gates' credit card number, and then he sends his private hit squad to unalive you. Anyway, that's how I ended up in this Greek penitentiary for committing Greek credit card fraud. The plot thickens. Oh my god. I love giving scammers my expired card numbers, though. That's always funny. Sir, it says it is expired. Are you sure this is the proper credit card? And then I reply, yes, this is the proper credit. Sir, are you making fun of my accent, sir? Yes. Bill Gates about to send Scandy Recon to hunt my ass. Would Bill Gates even fund Scandy Recon, though? Would Scandy Recon even... No, actually, Scandy Recon would totally accept. They're frickin' hooligans that want their money for their booze, but... I feel like Bill Gates would go for someone a little more professional. Because Scandy Recon's just a bunch of memers. You know... Exactly, like Pepeg. When is this round beginning? Viking mercenaries, yeah, right? was not to pay taxes. I mean, what billionaire wouldn't pay mercenaries to get them out of paying taxes? Why not? You know, Nemesis, if that worked, I would have just stopped the stream. I would have just stopped the damn stream if that actually worked. Are you actually fucking kidding me right now? Are you actually fucking kidding me right now? Are you actually fucking kidding? Are you actually fucking kidding me right now? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck? What? What the hell? This is how I know I'm in a hallucination, because there's no freaking way in hell that actually just happened. Alright. Well, I can't end the stream on that. I'm sorry, I'm a hypocrite, guys. That's just... Okay. Up 4 with the M21s. We have a BRDM, a BTR-80 in play, 3 gas trucks, 3 gases that are up armored, a 50 cal that's up armored, and 2 Humvee transports. Blue 4... has the scoped Dingo or Coyote. I always forget the frickin' name wrong. At this point, I'm too paranoid to get it right. And we got the frickin' 5 Blue 4 trucks. Blue 4 have L85s, G28 marksman rifles, and GPMGs. That's screwing with my head right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We live in a society. Blue 4 is Lolo commanding with Ray 6 as his 2 IC, Wonder, Reverendo, Matt, Django, Kosh, and Rusher all together. Ash, Major Con, Tackle Bear, and Eric together as well. Banks and Zixby and Beatrix 2. Conrad 1 as Nicholas, Max Weave. I'm sorry. I can't take that. Iander, Flying Finn, and Nick. Dieter as Bluck, Demiver, Mr. Dave, and Sky Online. NASA as with Dieter 2, a Cuboid, Roy to Camper, and Ivnomade, and Eric 1 as Pogo _ with Max Sick, Damien, Kevin, Depso, Cheeseburger, and Kilo. Op 4 being commanded by Ilvanek with Kajonovich and Kevlar, Samuel Marcus Polonsky, and Ander, and Alan 1. Alan 2 as TK Lamanezi Stat. 6 Tor and Acha, Fons, Crazy, Henry T, Pearson, Nolik, and Ben 1. Skeeta, Cameron, Crazy, and Angel, and Ben 2. Caleb 1 has Oddball, Whiteside, and Killer. The second group has Zixie and Seal William, Nannard, Lewis, Ethan, and Micah, and Dylan 1. Seal Williams also just joined Kilo 2. Settler is a very cool guy. Germa and Giovanni and Elsa 2. Elsa 1 as Bob, Korvac, Seismo, and BJ. Nemesis, how the hell did you do that? Like... I can't take this. Shit like that happens way too often. I mean, that's why we make jokes about caster cursing. But do you see why I have trouble sleeping at night sometimes? Questioning my reality. I swear this is all just a simulation. I am some sort of corporeal entity. Most of you are corporeal entities. We pay... It's like the frickin' game Roy from, Rick and Morty or something else where you literally just live out an entire virtual life. That one episode of Star Trek. Next Generations with Picard, for example. You live out this entire life in the span of a few minutes because shit like that. How does that happen? How does that happen? Honk, honk, honk. Literally, I'm just gonna be shaken for the rest of the day with that. Like, god damn. It's weird. Gore, did you clip it and put it in my... I hate you so much. Anyway. Alright. So, convoy's starting to move out. We got TK Llama in the back. Under Allen, too. We'll see if what picks up the VIPs as the groups are going by. So, Gore, if you want to link your clip to show off what you did, what frickin' Nemesis did, feel free. Once again, BRDM is going to pick up the VIPs. They've only picked up one. Maybe the BTR is going to pick up the other? I don't know. Otherwise, Blue 4 fanning out. We'll see if they form a defensive line, but we got two groups moving around on the northern side. Blue 4 can't really afford to split up their forces. Otherwise, they're just going to get steamrolled by the main Op 4 group. And that's how Blue 4 won the last round, was they were able to hold the safe zone with their entire force. Have fun, Zony. Oh, my God. I just can't, man. Business as usual. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Op 4 doing a movement around. We've got the VIP markers down. I'm going to assume one is in the BTR and the other one's still in the BRDM. Ilbenek has no +1 with his vehicle. Yep, we have them marked and they're tracking. So Op 4 are going to just come around, maybe bait Blue 4 into coming towards them. But again, I really want to see that 50 cal car utilize Zixme's on it. He's also a really good gunner with that.
Look at the map southwest.
No.
I hear vehicle. Is that enemy?
That's their own truck coming up. They don't hear the enemy Vix just yet.
They will hit it. They will hit it.
Can you guys put a good position for the vehicle with the MG? Watch out, guys! Clear the vehicle.
So they're moving it around, but funny enough, the 50 cal Vic is now in a great position to pick stuff off, but we'll see where that goes. VIP marker is going to be updated soon. You could have that 50 cal Vic move up and actually snipe it. I'm waiting to see if they realize it. They're moving their AT up as well.
They're crossing the water? What?
Yeah, they are. I'm just as confused. I think he sees it now.
I see BTR on the little islands.
This is about to get weird.
Never tree blocking me.
I appreciate that, Sunday. I'm just...
You fucked me up.
Oh, shit. All right. Gaz truck coming right into a Blue 4 ambush. And they're opting not to engage. This is major. We need to see that 50 cal car get realigned. It could smoke the hell out of some of these Vics and deliver a very early decisive blow onto Op 4 here. I don't see how Op 4 doesn't lose in this situation. What? They're about to get vibe checked. Grenades! Grenades! Sky, what are you doing? What? What? No freaking way! Oh my god. What? The gunner there is disabled. That vehicle just went up in smoke. Sky just got picked off. The gunner's gone. Oh, no, the driver's... Yeah. That happened. Good on Zixme. Op4 is now completely surrounded this ambushing group. Op4 honestly haven't taken a good chunk of casualties here, but now he got forces firing from across the way. They can move the 50 cal up and challenge that, because they're actually fortifying that island. Jesus Christ. All right, now we need to see Zixme's marksmanship play. I feel like he's about to get his head shot off, but he gets the knockout on TK Llama and gets the double kill, but he gets knocked out because there's an entire squad there, and that's where this is going to start playing against him. Blue 4 have guys that have woken up and are still harassing this main area. I can imagine Blue 4's not going to send forces to reinforce. They're just relying on these guys to try to pick off as much as they can. Now you're having some red on red here as well. Broly's doing some medical, hiding around. You got more Op4 coming around on this side. Angel might put his head up and get picked off. AT was just fired, and they're missing the vehicle. This would be a really great asset to capture if they could. Enlaw fires and hits the BRDM. That could cook off. VIPs have been dismounted and moved. That's a good call. They only had one Enlaw, though, and RPG's still missing the vehicle. I think they're trying to blow it up just to pin that force in there, but the rest of Blue 4 are kind of fanned around, trying to pick off the remaining elements that they can, maybe even trying to retreat. But Zixme, if he was going to wake up, he would have by now. Pierce, I think, trying to get some people in his vehicle so he can just charge up there. Not a bad call for maneuvering's sake. Now we have Blue 4 potentially trying to move some reinforcements to assist in the situation here and help pick off Op4. That's not a bad call. It's a risky call, but it certainly isn't a bad one because by adding units to this side, they can elongate the fight right here and keep the VIPs pinned out. But no, Blue 4 is going all in on that call. They're going to now try to box Op4 into that position. I would recommend they at least keep one squad in here just in case the VIPs try to sneak off that island, but I think Blue 4 is just going to go full send and attack the VIP position now, thinking that they have them pinned in that zone. It's a very aggressive and risky call. Blue 4 doesn't really need to make that call. They can hold defensive and then just transition to the final zone as well, but you have to remember, for the week, because Lolo's already gotten a perfect score. No, excuse me, Ilbanek. Oh. Oh, right. Okay. So, in the last round, Ilbanek got a perfect score. So, Lolo needs to get a perfect score to tie up so they go into the third round tiebreaker. So that's why you're seeing Lolo being incredibly aggressive. He needs to grab the VIPs and pull them into the safe zone. He doesn't want to risk Ilbanek just keeping them on the island. So that's why you're seeing that level of aggression in this play made, and they were definitely not expecting to get this ambush in play. Blue 4 was already deployed here before the VIP marker started updating to that area. So this is purely an attack of opportunity, and Lolo's doing a great job of trying to capitalize on it. It's just, can he get his entire force to now rally and push and relieve his remaining forces here to keep Op4 pinned to then keep that fight going? I wish we saw Blue 4 get a few more casualties in play with this, but it's a tough call all around. You got Demovar now firing out. Might be able to get some pickoffs here. We got 2 people knocked out in this position. These could have been the guys he was just engaging, so a great double knockout there. But Blue 4 capturing this vehicle could be huge, because they could steal that 50 cal and turn it on Blue 4. And I'm telling you, this is what the most powerful asset on the field right now. They just double tapped him with the handgun. If anyone's here that can clarify the rules of Op4 being able to take that Vic, please do, because I would love to see Op4 have the ability to take it. Blue 4 now getting pushed south where there's a defensive force waiting for him. Henry, though, in a position. He sees Blue 4 moving up, decides to drop Max. Doesn't follow up with a grenade. Should have opened up with a grenade, in my opinion. And now you got Iander double tapping the body of his teammate? I think he's a little drunk. Henry immediately running, receiving things he should have been throwing with the grenades. Yeah, so you got a force moving around. They're going to try to go for the island, and then the other force is trying to relieve that 4-man garrison. Interesting choices here by Blue 4. Otherwise, other forces continuing to move up. Nick is trying to see if he can administer medical, but that's not going to be the case. And Blue 4 going all in on this fight. Very, very risky. I'm not sure they had a guarantee to do it, but I understand Lolo's desperation here. Here's the thing. With magnified optics, though, it makes the PvP much more even. I'd say without the magnified optics, Blue 4 could have maximized more on their scoped 50 cal. But the fact that Blue 4 is now counterattacking, all the forces are now turning to make these long-range engagements, but because they have those magnified optics, I feel like Op4 still has a pretty good opportunity to bounce back. You just saw Seal William get picked off by Lewis shooting under the truck. And again, they're able to make those really accurate shots because of that. Blue 4's other group over here finding Skeeta, picking off additional forces around here. I mean, those VIPs are going to be under a lot of pressure, and the only vehicle they have to move them is that BTR, because that BTRM got hit earlier. Looks like they were able to drive it back, though, but it's questionable if that weapon platform is still alive and able to move around. Fawn's taking fire. Will Roy come around the side and get him? I think he will. Oh, he overlooks. Oh, and someone taps him, so hopefully, so Roy doesn't have to see it for himself. All right. That 4-man element's down to 1. It's just Sky online, but Blue 4 trying to sweep through. Op 4 trying to send some forces to come around and counterattack on the flank, but we do have some loose security here on the flank that could stop it. And we got Zicky now getting in the 50 cal. And the gun looks usable. Again, he's one of the 2 great players of OFCRA. Actually, no, OFCRA is filled with really good players, but him and Zixme are the 2 I always like to watch. So that could be game-changing, but you got to remember, there are magnified optics, so he has very little time to actually rack up the kills he needs before he'll be pinpointed. We got Op4 coming around on this side. Killer opening up from under this tree. He doesn't have a magnified optic, so he's just resorting to spraying and praying, but he does get some hits on various players here. Depso, however, had them sighted in and immediately takes them out. Kajonovic trying to move up. Eric suppressing his position, but can't seem to land the killing blow. Kajonovic lining up some shots here and manages to knock Eric out. Follows up with a grenade. Perfectly thrown. There goes Eric. Great throw by Kajonovic. And it looks like the 4-man group in the middle was finally taken out. We got Op4 moving forces around on the back line here. This is just going to add confusion to Blue 4's line as they're being pushed from multiple directions. And the fight's just going to be pinned up here. Did anyone pick up the N-Law that was dropped? Someone did, but they've probably moved up to the front. That'd be really useful back here to snipe out that, that Humvee. Zicky looks like he's abandoned the vehicle. And he's just moving around on foot. Interesting call. Tackleberry trying to snipe out Kajonovic. What's Pierce doing? What's Pierce doing? Well, that happened. Louis trying to hold the front line here as Blue 4 have lost a good chunk of their force at this point, but Op 4 kind of stuck between dismount, keeping a few forces back, and others just kind of lingering into the fight here. What the Pierce doing? Yeah, I mean, that's just a meme in its own freaking right now, but you got Op 4 trying to turn and engage the Blue 4 force coming up. I think Op 4 kind of wanted this, though, to bait all of Blue 4 to come out so they could try to run the VIPs in later. They could still get away with it, though. And then right now, they're really just relying on their forces to pick off as many Blue 4 as they can, because Op 4, with Ilbenek's calls here, he could still get the VIPs in the safe zone and then rush his remaining forces to the capture zone. And as long as his forces here are successful in getting forces knocked out, he just has that force to deal with on the remainder. And then Lolo, I think it was just a little too desperate to make this call right here. And we've got so many knockouts on both sides at this point, but you got Op 4 still trickling 4 forces in. And, I mean, Lolo still has a good chance to win this. Op 4 are kind of defeating themselves in detail right here by trickling their forces in. Blue 4 still have a solid squad trying to move up to hit the VIP position, but really it's just going to be a matter of the PvP. And we already see that both sides have very limited medic personnel. Iander's still up for Blue 4, but he's the only medic. Op 4's only medic. If they even have one, I don't think they do. I don't see one at all. Okay, it's 6-or all the way up there, so both sides only have one freaking medic. That is nuts. Cheeseburger, can't tell if he just got a kill or not, but it's something spooked him. He is on 3 kills, though. Ajo woke back up, so he might be bandaging for a little bit, but yeah, you got Seal here trying to get some additional pickoffs as well. But this could really go either way. Ah, Ivan, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, this all just turned into an elongated firefight. I think Ilbenek was literally just going to try to bait Blue 4 to come to him. And then if not, he would just transition everything to the capture zone. Because he won the previous round, so. Op 4, because they start with the hostages, they will control how the rest of the op is dictated. You could literally just have the VIPs driving around, put like a small feint attack on the red save zone, and keep half of your force on the capture zone. And just drain your opponent's infantry in a fight of attrition, and then hold that spot for 15 minutes and win the match 4-0. Bit of a scummy way to do it, but, I mean, if you want absolute perfection with it, that's what you gotta go for. Zicky racks up a kill. I'm really curious to see if he's gonna be able to deliver with all these other men with scoped weaponry. You got Skeeta and a few other Op 4 coming up. They got a Hunt IR up here that Blue 4's shooting out. That gets spotted and picked off by support fire and the infantry on the ground as Op4 launch a counterattack. Lolo just staying in the back line, not able to do much. Nicholas, I think, trying to give Nick some medical here. Op4 rallying 3 of their guys. Aj is still up. Trying to get some pickoffs on Nicholas here. Ian manages to knock out Whiteside, who was putting fire on him. Now Kevin taking fire. You can see where these two guys got knocked out, they bled out. And you got 6-4 firing from the back of the vehicle. Oh yeah, hindsight's always 20/20. I would have never predicted the round playing out like this, with the major firefight being literally, like, on an offshoot corner of the map, but that's why PvP is so interesting, because you never know what might evolve, or I would say in this case, partially devolve. As I said, when Blue 4 made the call, it was incredibly risky to make this fight. And it's not going to pan out the way Blue 4 wants. I think Blue 4's best bet is to rally their forces, move back to the Op4 safe zone and hold it to stop the VIPs from scoring, and then go to the capture zone and just hope they have the numbers. Great grenades being thrown, a double tap on Camred, that's great. Because again, numbers-wise, it's still pretty even right now, but that could change. Op4 suppressing their own position. Skeeta could get killed by his own BTR. Racex trying to put some shots on Skeeta, but it's not enough. Got some long-range shooting back here between a little bit of Op4 and Kevin. But with Blue 4 kind of routing in various directions here, it's really hard to see what is on Blue 4's plan. I think Op4 has a slight number advantage by maybe 1 or 2 right now, but again, very, very even at the moment. Shots going out crazy, trying to rack a GL up. I can't tell if he got that one kill or not. Now you got Crazy back here. Ilvanek pulling back with his gas. He's got the BTR moving out with the VIPs loaded. They have to be loaded. But there's only a +1 in there. Nope, VIPs are still in those areas. All right. He might just go down to the capture zone and hold it, thinking Blue 4 put their entire force in here. I think if Blue 4 opened up on the convoys that came in, they were able to knock out like a full squad of people. That's, you know, anywhere from like 3 to 6 dudes. This would be a very different map right now. I feel like Blue 4 would have a much bigger number advantage. And they would just be steamrolling to the island at this point, because this force would be helping to box those forces in. But because Blue 4 opted to stay stealthy, you have this drawn-out fight where it's very, very even at the moment. But I feel like Blue 4's ability to command just isn't proper. Now you got Lolo kind of on his own. How good is that grenade on Kajonovic? Nope, there's a tree in the way. And now Lolo is in trouble. Ilvanek pulling back, but if Lolo's in a solo engagement right now, this just shows he doesn't have comms with his remaining forces. Lolo has a really great sightline off of that tree. And they're literally just flanking around at each other. Oh, but we got Aja doing some flanking fire here. That's going to force Lolo off that tree. Dodging more shots. Aja trying to line the shot up, but again, Blue 4, if he was able to rally, could get the rally, but just we're not going to see it. BRDM has the VIPs mounted. Weird call. So a naked guy is going to bring the VIPs over. That BRDM still kicking. It took an NLA hit and it didn't die. That's really weird in my opinion, but all right. So I think they're going to sneak it around, get it to the safe zone, and then, I mean, that means Lolo's done for the week, but if he gets both VIPs in, that's also GG to Op4 at that point. Blue 4 tried to go for taking the VIPs so he could at least tie up for the week. didn't play out in his favor, and I think Op4 just slowly pressing in on that number advantage now. Op4 just going to take it, bounce back to the capture zone, GG all around. And it just goes to show when you have ops like these with magnified optics, having that defensive capability, even if it's in the middle of nowhere, gives you an ever so slight advantage because you can just stay in your fortified positions, looking down your scopes, picking off whoever comes up, and Blue 4 have to move, or the attackers, in this case Blue 4, have to move to you and immediately try to engage you. Giving credit to Lolo, he was able to pick off one of the gunners here. But Adja's coming around to flank him as Ziki and Kajonovic died. Seal William tried to lock him down. Major Khan, though, now coming up to stop Adja from performing that flanking action. Blue 4 don't have comms with each other. It's just naturally having Blue 4 in these areas. But I think Ilbenek's doing scouting for the BRDM to just do this massive flank around. You had one Blue 4 guy get picked off with that Enlaw. You see he's still freshly ragdolling. When you get killed off, the body will ragdoll for like 10 or 15 seconds, and that's how you're able to tell. But we do have Sixor driving around on the rear. He's the only medic. And then Lolo trying to hold off. He knocks Seal out. Ziki got killed off, but it looks like Adja was able to finally deliver the killing blow. And Seal gave some double tap shots. So now Blue 4 is commanderless again. Op 4, meanwhile, still going to be able to bounce around with those VIPs, try to score them in the safe zone. Blue 4 might load up in a Vic and pull back because they notice that the VIPs are on the move. Sixor taking fire and gets killed off because looks like his vehicle got destroyed. I don't know by what, but it's down. And now it's just trickling in the beginning of the end here. Oh, let's go. BRDM definitely taking its time. You also have the infantry. That's why the BTR is staying here and trying to suppress those guys, because if they were able to get a shot on the BRDM, they'd be able to pick it off with their magnified optics. You got Blue 4. They've pulled a few guys back. They're just going to... Oh, so this shows that they don't even trust Op4 not having a Garrison in the safe zone at the moment. So they don't think they caught the entirety of Op4's force out here. So they're just going to trickle in and try to hold it. That might be able to dissuade Op4 from scoring, but then you still have the capture zone down there, and that's just going to be whatever trickles in. Now you're just seeing more pick-off shots here, causing those Blue 4 guys to either keep hunkered down or pull back. Mika firing up at Roy here. Still doing his best to pick people off where he can. But the fighting is essentially just in a bit of a stalemate at this point. they're just going to do a massive drive around, but they've only got about 15 minutes to get them in the red zone. But I guess they're not expecting there to be a garrison at this point because there's something that needs to transition down there to actually check the position, right? Now I just have to wait. Aja getting on the rear of Blue 4, managing to get a kill, though. Every kill is going to matter at this point. But if Op 4 can box Blue 4 in, I mean, you'll have an early GG right here. Just 2 defenders there. Hi, hun. How was work?
It was good. I missed you.
I missed you, too. We're just wrapping up the second round. I almost ended the stream early because chat was being funny.
What do you mean they were being funny?
It was just a random coincidence, and it broke my brain. We were waiting for the round to start, and Nemesis was being snarky and said, just hit the continue button. I hit it. Nothing happened. And then I said, you know, if that actually did something, I'd end the stream. And then it actually made the round go forward. Not because the continue button actually did something, but because the timing of they decided to start the match, literally right after I said that, just kind of broke my head. Anyway, that Blue 4 guy just got picked off as well. Blue 4 down to 5-7 players remaining. If you want, sure, give me like 5 or 10 minutes, alright? Up to you. Bad time to reload. What? Up to you. I mean, game night's gonna start soon, though. You might want to check in with that though, because I'm not sure they're doing.
There's something. Someone messaged. Can I see your phone? My phone's upstairs. They were messaging about something.
Yeah. All right, Seal taking Cheeseburger out. It's just Nicholas and Depso and Django. And then you've got Banks and Major Khan holding the other spot. BRDM coming into the main area. BTR still holding. There's only one Blue 4 guy remaining. It's Django on that side, who did have a second guy with him as well. I'd assume Op 4 is also double tapping. But I'd call GG here at this point. Because they're also talking in another chat, so... Okay, so they said that there, so it's probably going to be grounded tonight. But
Unless you want to play Baldur's.
I don't have Baldur's. But you can go play Baldur's with them. I can just edit videos. It's fine. Don't pay out Op 4 just yet. We still have to see if they get the VIPs in this what on Earth. Well, that thing was airborne.
Not anymore.
No, the big yard.
Are we really locking alive?
Did you speedrun
Oh, so you
getting
mean
through the
everyone that
river?
wasn't land?
Trying to listen to them because they definitely just flipped around in the air, so who knows. Have fun.
Why don't we just go
Whatever it
to
is, sure.
the-
I'm a little hungry. No, I don't. Surprise me.
So we should
All right, Blue 4 down to 4 players. Righto, Sunday. Have a good one. I mean, it's very unlikely Blue 4 is going to win this one, but we still have to wait it out because maybe they'll fumble the VIPs and put no one in the capture zone at the end, so we're just kind of down on stall time here. So we'll see how things go. What is this?
You want to fight?
What is it? It's like a roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has bulgogi in it.
Oh, it's good.
It's good, right?
It's like bulgogi sushi.
Basically. It's like a roll, like a Korean roll.
Mhm.
You want another one?
Thank you, mistress. May I have another?
Yes, you can have another. And then the rest are mine.
Okay.
'Cause that's gonna be my dinner. It has like pickled radish.
Mm-hmm. Carrot, tofu, fish cake. What's the green?
Seaweed, I think.
Seaweed?
Or not seaweed, spinach.
Hmm.
I think mushroom.
I think that is mushroom too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all rolled up. Nice.
Eat it over this in case you're. Nope. Okay. You decided for my.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's you know that place by us, like in where Hotspot is.
Mhm.
You know how the Korean barbecue place.
Mhm.
Well, there's a bakery and a Korean street food restaurant right next to it.
Hmm.
And that's where I got this. Was the Korean street food restaurant. It was really good.
That is
I
nice.
had a tonkatsu plate that was like this big.
That is nice.
Wait, so
That's
do
I
we
couldn't eat all
only
this
have
'cause I
to
was
get
like,
them
oh, I
in
thought
person?
this
Yeah.
was small.
Alright, so they put the VIPs with ground command. They're moving them on a more mobile gas. What?
You know that kimbap looked pretty salty.
Huh? Oh, no, I don't. It wasn't salty.
No.
No, you don't need that. That's water.
I think you need some water. With
No,
that,
no, I really don't. No. Oh, 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 oh.
See how better.
Why though?
Why though?
Don't read chat.
Man, you had
No.
two kimbap.
No.
rolls, right?
No.
I bet it's
No.
like double salty,
No,
right?
it really isn't, honey.
Man,
No, come on. Yeah, I can
think you
drink
need a
water
little bit
myself.
more
Thank you.
water.
Mm. All over my shirt. Why?
That's not the right response. It's thank you, mistress. May I have another?
No,
There you go.
no, I'm fine. But thank you, thank you. Yeah, of course. The one time I decide to wear a shirt on stream, you get it all wet.
Maybe it's my whole plan so you can take it off.
Get out.
You're not wearing the green robe, but I'm wearing the green pants.
Oh my God, woman. Love you.
If I wear the green pants, does that mean I'm the top of this relationship?
Get the fuck upstairs. Bye. She just said she's gonna gremlin eat her kimbap naked in our bed. Don't get any crumbs in my side or I'll kill you. My point still stands. No problem. Yeah, literally sleeping with the fishes. I mean, they got 8 minutes, so they're just going to rush that in, probably run into Banks and Major Con, have a fight, possibly kill them both, and the round will end like there. Oh, yeah, no, of course, she is the one with the Greek assassin, so I do have to be careful, but, you know. I saw her eat it, so, you know, clearly it's not poison. Shush! I know. Honey, if you were gonna kill me, I think you'd have a more creative way to do it. They just get out again? Damn so. Look at him go! Look at him go! And then he pokes his head up! No. No, I Oh, please. He's looking the wrong way. No, there's two others by the zone, but he's the last one in this area, yeah. Oh my God, they're jousting. He's trying to shoot the driver through the glass, but it's the other port, so they're baiting him. Indeed, you tried, Lolo. They caught him in the swim, but they can't seem to get the kill. There it is! I was waiting for the 50 cal snipe. One shot through the head, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, What are these chuckleheads doing? They brought the VIPs to the opposite side of the map. They might not even have an intent to score. They're just going to go for the final zone and call it a day. And, oh my god. Yeah, literally the definition of some Looney Tunes shit. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, as soon as they get the points in the zone, though, I'm going to call it. Or if we see both blue 4 guys die, I mean, the round will end by default at that point, but... the music is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. So we got Nannard and Mika coming in. They could fake out blue 4. Banks, I think you just heard that truck land, so he might see stuff come up on the hill for a second.
Maybe we're safe? Okay, I can see people, but I can't tell if they're friendlies or not. So I just black them. North. About 400, 500 meters. They're on the top of a little hill, but I can't tell. They're looking right this way, but I can't tell if it's friendly. Is that friendly on that little hill?
At least they're getting it confirmed.
Yeah, across the field, up a little hill, into some woods, there's one person. It's literally directly north. There's a hill opposite the field. So there's a field, and then it raises, and they were up the top of that hill. I've lost them, and I can see them now. I don't know if that's friendly or not.
It's a custom plugin to TFAR,
Yeah,
so I don't hear anyone dead. Because otherwise it would be impossible to actually listen to them. I'd have to keep everything muted. Alright, Banks just got a hit, but not a kill. He's working with Major Khan to stop those two. VIPs are, at this point, 3 minutes. They're not going to be scored because he doesn't have the time to actually get them in the zone. So either he's lost track of time or what, but yeah, everyone else is just going to get remounted and then move into the capture zone.
Damn, I should have shot.
It's a private plugin.
Yeah, I can see them now. Yeah, he ran off down the defilade. But I just couldn't tell what hat he had on, which is the only measure. Do they not know we can see them? Whoever's north is now taking the vehicle.
Yes, I can hear the truck moving around again. I think you just saw it momentarily.
East.
I think they're going to try to get the vehicle up, but 2 minutes is not enough time to drive down the MSR to actually get it in the capture zone. So I think they just fumbled that.
It's coming now from the east. He's close now. Close east. Feels like it might be a distraction. Heading south.
Yeah, you got the the scoped vehicle here. So Beast, I assume, is going to be watching. He's not the one on there. Seal is. They're looking around trying to figure him out. think the gunner just got knocked out. Yeah, you can see on the rear view mirror. Banks gets killed by Mika. Now you just have Major Khan. All right. Can Major Khan channel his inner Audrey Hotto and kill everyone inside of the building? Wow, VIP's got in last second. Wow, literally timed down to the second with that VIP push. All right, pay it out to Op4. They just won. 2 VIPs in the zone. That's 6 out of the 10 points. That's GG. I'm going to cover this for 1 more minute. If they bypass Major Khan, I mean, we can wrap it up there.
Yeah, Tiger fucked up. You up?
Yeah, he's not up, buddy. I think he just blew the building as a safety precaution, but I'm not sure they actually got anyone because you see his body right there. All right. I'm going to wrap up the stream here because everyone else is just going to drive down. They're going to hold the capture zone, and I highly doubt Major Khan is going to be able to even get there because I don't even see any vehicles around at this point. I think they did their dismount over here, but he's got 10 minutes to do it, so we're going to call it here. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.